Hey guys, it's Trish from Dish Kitty Studio, and I'm back. I'm going to do a flip of this book. I actually finally finished this book. I finished it at the end of 2016. Happy New Year, by the way. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the rest of the book, and then I'm going to do another video that's talking about my next book. It's going to be totally different from this one, so I think you'll find it interesting. But before I get started, I want to say that I got this amazing card from one of my subscribers. I don't want to mention her name because I'm not sure if she would want that or not, but it was a very, very, very nice holiday card, and I appreciate it so very much. And it actually made me cry. It was so sweet. So you know who you are. Thank you so, so much. I appreciate it more than I can tell you for sure. Okay, so I left off here with December 1st. Okay, so whoa, we got a whole month to go through, so I better quit jawing here. This was, I went to a funeral, my husband and I, so this was just this is the little card that you get, and I drew some flowers that were similar to the ones that were there. What's happening here? This is my little journal book. I scanned all my pages that day, and I hadn't done it in a while, so it took a long time. I made some French toast for breakfast, and worked on my new planner book for 2017, so it's a little picture of my planner. What else we got here? Oops, making a mess. This is supposed to be back here. Okay. I got this, folks. Really, I do. I know sometimes it doesn't seem like it. We celebrated my nephew's birthday. He was turning 14, and we went over to his house to have some cake and give him some presents and hang out with him. And it was a Sunday, so he was wearing his pajamas, which happened to be a little Chewbacca, like, footy pajamas. So I thought he looked so cute, so I drew a picture of him. My husband and I went to the movies to see Christmas Vacation, and they gave us these cheesy little metallic red and green ties. So here's a picture of us at the movies with our ties on. It was a fun time, by the way. This day, I made reservations for my husband and I to stay at, we have a castle, and it's actually about a mile from my house. So my husband and I made a reservation for us to stay there. I think it was a couple of weeks later, but you'll see that coming up. So I just drew a little picture of a castle. It's a bed and breakfast, so I made reservations for us to spend the night there while we're on vacation for the holiday. We went to the movies again, and we went to see Gremlins. So I drew this little picture of Gizmo. This was, I think, probably the first like real winter storm that we had. Actually, it says the winter storm was kind of a bust. We didn't get a lot of snow, but I was saying how pretty it was. So I just drew this, you know, when I sit at my desk and do my work, I have this big window that looks out on the backyard, so it was very pretty, but we didn't get as much snow as they were saying we would. Okay, we went to another movie. We saw, I know, we see a lot of movies, folks, and it only gets worse from here for the month of December, but we saw A Christmas Story, so they gave us these little pink bunny ear headbands. So this is my husband with his headband. I also went to urgent care that day. I was having some abdominal pain, and I thought perhaps it could be my appendix. But anyway, they did a urine sample and everything, and it came back fine. So who knows? They told me it was probably some kind of cyst on my ovary that was not a big deal. The pain went away, so I guess they were right. Now we finally did get some snow, so here's my boots and my hat, my gloves, and my shovel, because I was shoveling the day away. I made muffins, so here's my little muffin tin with my cinnamon muffins in it, and I watched Grease 2 with some friends, so the main girl, Stephanie, I think, she always chews bubblegum, so drew a little picture of her children. Alright, another movie. We went to see Die Hard. It was a Christmas movie theme, as you can see. So I wore a Santa hat, and I wore a sweatshirt that says, "Now I have a machine gun, ho ho ho," which, if you've seen Die Hard, it was you know, it was fun. We had a great time. That's my favorite movie of all time. Not favorite Christmas movie, favorite movie. So I loved it. I had a blast. We usually try to go see it at the theater once a year. This is just a little picture of me. I went on my lunch and got my hair cut, and I got it cut very, very short and spiky. So that's kind of what it looks like. What else we got? My husband went and ran some errands after work, and he picked up some fruit because I was complaining that we didn't have any fruit. And I love fruit. I eat a lot of fruit. So he got me some oranges and strawberries. And I was complaining too about how crappy my snow shovel is. So he brought me this killer, like, top of the line new snow shovel too. So, okay. My husband and I went with his mom and his sister to a local event. I've done it before. It's called Kazoo Sings. So we sang Christmas carols, and here's a little, we went out for pizza. So there's the little pizza guy. Looks like my battery light's flashing. I'm not quite sure how long I have here, folks. So if I cut out, that'll be why. Went over and hung out with some friends and played Rock Band. So here's me singing with my spiky hair. Okay, note to self. When the battery light is blinking, it's serious. Okay, anyways, I'm just going to move on here because I charged it for a little bit, but it's still not, still doesn't have a ton, so. This is my husband with the roof rake. We have a 17-foot roof rake, and he was outside using it, and I saw him doing something like this out there to try to make me laugh, which it did. So it was pretty funny. Okay, here's where we actually stayed at the castle I was telling you about. If you look, this right here, that's an actual photograph that I took of our room. We stayed in a room called the Tibetan room, and it was actually really cool. Overall, it was not, we didn't have the best experience there, but it wasn't bad. It was unique, I'll say that much. It was a cool room for sure. So at this point I was on vacation for the holidays, so I made some s'mores bark. That was my big excitement for the day, so I drew a little picture of my s'mores bark there. Oh boy, alright, what else? This is just a couple of drawings because I took some of my, I scanned some of my journal pages here at home, and then I took them to an office supply store and had like some really nice prints made. They turned out so great. I actually have them here, but I don't want to, I have them framed and everything, but I don't want to show them to you because they're a holiday gift, and I don't think that person will be watching, but they might, so I'd rather wait. But I'll show them in another video later. And we went to another movie. What did we see that night? We went to see that new movie, Why Him? It was an advanced screening because it wasn't out yet, but that's just a little picture of some popcorn. I did some shopping. I had to get some holiday presents and that kind of thing. And one thing I did get was some earmuffs for me. With my hair being so short, I noticed that my ears are cold a lot. So I grabbed some gray furry earmuffs. They're so cute. Okay. This was, gosh, I'm trying to make sure I'm on screen here. This was a total disaster. I have, I keep in my lair here, my studio, I have a jar of, obviously, dirty paint water that I use to clean my brushes. And I was down here painting and messing around, and I knocked it over. And, I mean, it's a big jar. It's probably like a spaghetti sauce size jar. And it went everywhere. It was such a disaster. It was all over the carpet. I ruined a bunch of papers that were on my desk. Some of those prints that I was talking about back here that I had printed, some of those were here and got ruined. It was a big tragedy, and it took me forever to get it all cleaned up and soaked out of the carpet and all that stuff. Here's just a picture of me holding a present because I wrapped about 1,000 gifts that day. And I always watch, when I wrap presents, I watch A Christmas Carol, the one with Patrick Stewart. I have it on DVD and I watch it every year while I wrap. And I also watch the Pee-wee's Playhouse Christmas special. This is just, gosh, why am I having such a hard time here? This is just a little collage of all the wrapping papers I used when I wrapped. I like to do that every year too, so these are the ones I used. Okay, another movie we went to see, Sing, which was so good. I loved it. I also exchanged gifts with my husband. He got me a drawing tablet by Wacom, something like that. I haven't really been able to try it out yet because I'm having some issues downloading the software. I'm trying to get help from the company, but haven't had any luck so far. But it seems cool, and I think probably if I can get it working and I can get to using it, I'm going to do probably a whole video review of that, because it's pretty neat, and I think some of you might be interested in it. Okay, this was Christmas Day. I got this really cool new slow cooker. It's not the Instant Pot that was all the rage. It's actually just a slow cooker, but the difference here is that instead of a crock, like a ceramic or whatever crock pot, it's actually a non-stick kind of skillet that goes, not a skillet, but a pan that goes in there, and you can take it out and use it on the stove. It's kind of cool. I haven't tried that yet either, but I have plans to try it out tomorrow. And I also got a new lime green KitchenAid hand mixer, which I was really excited about. Okay, nothing real exciting here. We had tacos for dinner, and I met a couple friends for a beer. That's about it. Okay, I did get to try the tablet out a little bit. This is the only drawing I've done with it, and this, I printed it out and stuck it on here. And this was not with the software that it's intended to be used for. This was very, very basic. There's not a lot of options and stuff like that. So I just drew this really quickly, and I thought I'd print it out and use it in my book. Okay, we're getting close here, December 28th. My cat got sick, you guys. I swear he like had projectile vomiting all over the house. And we thought maybe it was, you know, his tummy was upset, whatever. But then he just stopped eating altogether. So for probably about 24 hours, he didn't eat or drink anything. We did end up taking him to the vet. They said there was really nothing wrong with him. They gave him an injection that would kind of like keep him from vomiting so that he'd be able to, you know, kind of eat again and, you know, without throwing it up, you know, keep it down. He eventually got better, but it took a while. Poor guy. I felt so sorry for him. Here's a, gosh, I'm having the hardest time today, you guys. This is like, this entire video should be outtakes. Here's a picture of him eating. It's my cat Nemo. He finally ate, and we were so happy. We got so excited when we saw him eating. And by that evening, he was, like, his energy was kind of back, and he was feeling a little better. Okay, this is the 30th. We went to 2 movies that day. There's a long, boring story behind why we went to so many movies, but I'm not going to bother you with it. One of the movies, well, first of all, here's my husband and I with popcorn and beverages watching 2 movies. The first one we saw was Passengers. Very, very good. I enjoyed it a lot. I thought it was really great. I've heard a lot of criticisms about it, but I enjoyed it very much. The second one we saw was Rogue One. This is just I did a little tip in here of the, this was the special menu that they had with the food items that were just for Rogue One. So I just tipped it in so that I could keep it forever and ever and ever and ever in my book. Okay, we're at the end. This is the very last page of this book. This is New Year's Eve. I wore a crown, so that's it. We spent the evening with some good friends, had a champagne toast, watched the ball drop, and, you know, I wore a crown. That was about it. Back here is my pocket. It's chock full of stuff. I got all kinds of things in there. Here's what my back page, or gosh, you guys, I swear, why I don't know why anybody watches any of these videos. I'm a mess. This is the back. It's just a bunch of stickers. Front, I think you guys have probably all seen a bunch of stickers, and that's it. My battery is close to death again, but thank you so much for watching. Please like this video and subscribe if you would like to see more. Sometimes they're better than this one. Anyway, thanks so much for watching and have a great day.